Welcome. I'll be starting a new chapter, that is chapter 9. This is all about your Unix commands. Let me brief out what all the contents you're going to cover in chapter 9. Already we have seen enough comments. This is like the beginning introduction of your Unix. What all the different types of editors we have. So generally, hope you are all remembering. We have a VI editor and different types of modes in your Unix shell coding. The same things we are going to discuss, and apart from that, few more comments. So by default, you can see in Unix operating system we have an VI editor. So VI stands for Visual Editor. So this is an Viva question. What is a default editor in Unix operating system? So VI is a default editor. So it represents it's a visual editor. So VI editor, we can edit an existing file or we can create a new file using that VI editor. So there are many other editors available in Unix system. Like we have VI, VIM, Emacs and Pico, and there are few more editors. So these are the widely used editor we consider VI as editor. So why VI is a widely used editor? Since it is available in almost Unix distributions and it works in same platforms. It is user friendly, I can tell. So millions of Linux users they allowed to use or edit using this VI editor. Apart from this, we have three operations of VI editor: the command mode, and insert mode, the last line mode. Already we have been using this in our labs. So first one is your command mode. So it's a default mode. It enables the administrator to perform some task of saving the files or executing the commands or moving the cursors. That is, as soon as the VI editor opens, the only command that understands in this mode, whatever you type, or if you want to move the cursor, you cut, copy, or paste any text. Also, if you want to save anything, these commands, whatever you give in Unix, are very case sensitive. So this is called as the command mode, default mode that is available in your VI editor. So second mode is your insert mode. So insert mode is also called as your text mode. I hope you know. We'll be using I option. So using that option, it enables the insert mode. You can insert the text file in or text inside the file. Whatever you type will be taken as the input and it is placed in the file. So this insert mode is used for text, like in the text format. If you want to create a file, you'll be generally you want to type, you'll be pressing I on the keyboard. So once insert mode is enabled, any key will be taken as the input for the file on which you're currently working. So to return back to the command mode, you can save the changes whatever you can make. The command mode is like you press your colon or your escape key, it comes back to the command mode. The command mode is what? As soon as you start your system, that appears on the screen, that is called as your command mode. So next you have the last line mode, or I can tell EX mode. This last line mode is also called as EX mode. All this will be your Viva questions. What are the three modes of operations in VI editor? So in the last line mode, as it is invoked when you type the colon symbol. So we press an escape key, then that is called as that returns to your command mode. Then if you want to mark the end of the line, as you know that we press an escape followed by the colon, then we write WQ to write and quit. Here this colon is called as the line mode. Whenever the VI is in command mode, if you want to jump to the last line of the screen, then we enable this colon. It appears usually in the last line of your editor window, or your cursor will be moved to that position. So last line command, you can also use colon Q to quit the VI mode editor. So next topic is all about how to open a file in your VI. So opening the file or viewing the file. So we have a VI and space file name .sh will open your file whichever you have created. you all know this existing file, how to open it. So generally when you open the file, yeah, you can also, apart from what you have been doing, as soon as you open it, it'll ask for read mode or edit mode or overwrite mode. So you will be typing E for edit mode. So while opening the file only, you want to enable it to be in read mode, or if you want to enable it to only view the file. So by default we'll use vi file name dot sh. Otherwise you can use vi. It will open all the new files that is created in the buffer, or if the buffer is empty, the screen also appears empty. So, and you have a tilt symbol on the left hand column in your keyboard. So if you type this on the screen, you can see there will not be any text. When you open vi and your file name, you can see a symbol appears on the black screen, that does not contain anything. It contains only blank lines. That is the use of tilde in the file. That is, when you open your Unix file, you will see a black screen with the tilde symbol when you click the insert mode I'm talking about. So how to exit from vi editor? So we have here different options like saving and closing the files, like colon wq you can use, colon w you can use. It will save the file and it will keep your file still open. W will save the file and keep your file still open. WQ is for quitting, save and quit. So Q is alone used for quitting without saving. And then we have shift plus Z. If I'm going to use, if a same thing, if you want to save and quit, one more option, I can click on shift, and then along with that twice if you click Z option, it also saves the file and quit. It's an additional information. So if you want to quit from, or use escape and quit, you can also use this is colon q with an exclamatory symbol. This also will force the action to quit, similar to your quit option. So how to configure your vi environment? So we have different types of environment setup in vi. How do you configure the vi environment? So configuring VI environment, we can do it in several ways depending on the editor which you are using, and so that your programming will be easier. So we have two types of configuration file, that is one is set command dot exrc file. So set, or the set mode will display the current mode, or which mode you are been using. So it enables the user to use any internal vi variables. So variables can be anything, depending on the user's will. So next we have .exrc file. It is located in the whichever is your current working directory. So how will you know the current working directory? We have a pwd option, so it will show the print working directory. It contains all configuration options. So I'll let you know what is this configuring. Suppose you want to create a file, you want to set the mode, or if you want to move the cursor to some point, or you want to create a new line, I have set option. So how to create an or configure an vi environment? Open your file with extension .exrc using vi command, that is vi space any file name .exrc. So now this is a configuration environment where you can configure the look and feel of your page. So you want to make some tab position, or you want to set a tab stop after every 4 spaces, you have an option set tab stop. So if set tab is equal to, if I'm going to give 4, so it will advance the cursor, or it will advance it will tell the vi how many spaces between each tab stop. If you set as 4, then pressing it will advance the cursor to 4 spaces. One more option we have along with the set, so it is set wm. If I give some value, imagine if it is 5, this automatic word wrap, it will automatically insert a new line character whenever you get n columns on the right side of your screen. If you get as many as n columns, it will add the automatically it will word wrap option you would have seen in Excel as well. That is, it will the if the row size is less, and if you want to have a sentence, one line sentence, you want to wrap the sentence as a it to fit it inside the column, then I'll be using word wrap. The similarly I have an option in configuring environment. So why to configure? So before writing any program, if I want to have equal spaces or to have some column alignment, then I can go for configuring environment. So next we are going to see about different types of vi editor commands. So we saw about 3 modes and vi editor commands. So this file I have forwarded in your class group, that is cursor movement commands, insertion commands, deletion commands. There is no choice. Once if we resume, we can do all these commands and see. Otherwise, just go through the what document I have sent in a group. PDF has been shared with you. So for a Viva, we have few things to remember. That is, what are the different types of editor commands? We have cursor movement commands, insertion commands, deletion commands, editing commands, cut, copy, paste commands, searching the text, and line number related commands. So cursor movement, if I want to have a different cursor movements, I can use arrow keys. Apart from that, we have some alphabets that helps you. If I press H, it takes you to left hand side, K for top, and L for right, and J for bottom. And we also have, if I want to show the what is the current cursor position, then 0 is being used to show the current cursor position. So like that we have different commands. Inserting, only insert mode, and if I want to undo the changes, or if I want to make some inserting a particular starting of the text or starting of the paragraph, end of the text and all, then I before the cursor position or end of the cursor position or after the cursor position, I have various insertion commands. So delete also similarly, after the character or current character, if I have to delete, I have delete commands. Editing commands, as you know, to edit your file. Then we also have, apart from that, cut, copy, paste. So capital Y and small letter, it's, Unix is a case sensitive language. If in case you want to search for a particular text, just go through the file, and we have plenty of commands in Unix. Few commands have been listed for you. For your exam perception, it will be for the Viva question. What are the VI editor commands, like cursor movements, insertion? So for each of this, at least learn two or one example. What are the cursor movements commands, and any one or two. Fine. So I'm moving to the next topic called regular expressions. So as far as Unix is concerned, we need to work it out and see. But now I'll just tell the theory and go. In case we have, we'll work it out. So a regular expression, it is a string. A plus b plus c divided by 5. So this I can call it as a regular expression, which is consists of a sequence of atoms or sequence of symbols clubbed together inside a text. Then it is called as a regular instructions. So we have different types of symbols. These symbols are also called as the meta characters. So these meta characters are used, that it consists of a stop that specifies what to look and where the text is to be matched. So character and descriptions. So we have to match the beginning lines, match the end lines, or single character, or match the with the zero. So this regular expression is also used with grep command. The next topic will be about grep command. So this regular expression is used to match your text, whether it is available. If I have a paragraph, I want to search whether my text appears in the beginning of the line, or it comes in the end of the line, or in the any of the single character is available. Suppose you have a paragraph, you of 1,000 lines, you are searching for one word in the paragraph, then I can use this regular expression. So it not only for the text, as well as it is applicable for numbers as well. So a few characters I have shown here, how the regular expressions are matched. So I'll show them with an example. So A to Z, it is for lowercase. So suppose in the word, if you have a lowercase letter, you want to convert to uppercase letter, I can go ahead with regular expression. So I told all these regular expressions will be used with the grep command. So grep command, it's a short form of global search of an regular expressions. So if you want to search for any of the regular expressions, I'll be using grep command. So grep command, generally you have a syntax grep, you have an option and what pattern on your file name, which one you have to search. So here you can see an example. So I have created grep, and before that I'm creating a file called demo, and inside that I have few contents like Unix programming, Java, computer networks, and few numbers. So it is supposed to, once I press Ctrl D, it stops taking the value. Now I'm using grep command, double quotes followed by the cap symbol. So this cap symbol, it will match the beginning of the lines under your file name. So computer is the beginning of the line or beginning of the word, and the front of it will make display the complete word of that. So beginning of the lines, it will scan. The same is applicable for paragraphs. So next example, you can see programming. You can see the spelling of programming. It is a single letter. I mean, three M's I have put. So it is not displaying anything. So in case if it is available, it appears with the front position of the word as well. So dollar symbol, it matches the end of the file. So last name you remember, you want to know what is the first part of that. On the complete line you want to display. Here I have only one word in that line, so it's displaying only Unix. So in the same way, if you have some numbers, if you mention 0 to 9 and with the file name, even that portion is also displayed in your screen. So I'll move to the next topic, that is SCD command. So that is your Steam editor or stream editor. SCD command in Unix, it stands for the stream editor. So what it can do, it can perform some functions like searching the file or searching the content, replacing the content, or inserting or deleting the content. Generally SCD command is used inside any script, inside a big paragraph where you want to search for particular items inside the SCD command. So what are the possible operations using SCD? You can print a pattern. Pattern is nothing but you have some text inside it, a particular text that is called as a pattern. You want to search inside a paragraph. If you want to replace a substring like Unix programming you have, you want to change it as Linux programming, you can use this replacing of a substring. SCD command is used. So it is also used to search, replace, or insert any of the option. So apart from that, you can also replace in the current nth position, or you want to replace all the occurrence, or you specific line if you want to replace, you can use SCD command. Here is an example for you. So I'm creating a text file. So get the greater than symbol or your delimiter, it is called as. I am using a file name .txt. I'm typing an paragraph. So as soon as I type the paragraph, now I want to use SCD command. So n represents the number of lines you want to scan, and then I want to search for the word Unix in the paragraph, that is P, and your file name. So P, it is going to print the line wherever there is a matching word of Unix. So when I give that, you can see Unix is on whichever line is having Unix, that lines will be displayed. Similarly, you can use SCD command. Again, it's for your Viva question, SCD command. So what is stream editor or what is SCD command will be asked. It is used to search and replace or insert or delete a file. So we have something called process. So process creation we have learned in operating system also. What is PPID, what is how to create a new process, that is process transition diagram. The same thing is applicable here also, but in different same concepts, only the names change. So what is a process? Process is an active entity in your computer, or I can call that as an instance of an computer program, or when the system calls is enabled, the process is activated. So we have something called PID. It is a unique identification number of your process. It is always a non-negative number. We also have PPID, this parent process ID. So how the process is created, what is in the system calls. So you are created a process. Imagine a function is there, void add of. So that is a process. One, it will not be active entity until it is called. That is your system calls is activated. So how to create a process? So there we are creating using new, ready, wait, terminator and all. Here we have 5 sets of system calls to enable your process. So fork, again it's a 2 mark question, viva question. Fork is nothing but it is a process creation, that is called as fork process. So as soon as a process is created, that will be taken as a parent process. It will have PPID, that parent process ID, and the sub process whichever is created, that will be called as the child process. When the process is going to be executed, then it means if it has to be moved from one memory location to another memory location, so the existing address will be overwritten, then the new process data will be created, that is during the execution stage. The next is wait stage. Until the process is served, it is going to wait for the child process. It is going to wait in some place. The next one is your terminate stage. We have some important question in process, that is what is process state diagram, like similar to your in operating system you have create, ready, wait stage and all. The same way little bit of change. So first step in process creation is create a process. First you create a process using fork. The next, the process is created, then it is ready to run inside the first one, fork process. You can see the arrow mark. So it is created, then it is ready to run inside the system. So ready to run inside the memory or ready to run, that is we need to swap in and swap out. So when the process is ready to run, then it means it is waiting in the kernel for its schedule. So when the schedule is given to that, when it is enabled, the process starts running. We have user running and kernel running, two types of runnings we have. This user running means whatever is the process currently that is executing in the user mode, which is visible to the user. Kernel means the process that is running inside your kernel. We have preempted. So already you have learned process that is running in from the kernel to the user, and it keeps switching and schedules another process. We have sleep and swapped. Sleep is nothing but a blocked state, with a process which was running and it is waiting for some other process or an event to call it, then it is in a sleep mode. It gets activated only if it is called. So swapped means it has been shifted to your secondary storage device, then it is called a swapped mode. Then you have a sleep in the memory. So if the state is blocked, the process is waiting for that event to occur, and then it is currently in the main memory, then it is sleeping in the memory itself. There is a difference between sleep and sleep in the memory. It is waiting in the memory space without being activated, then it is sleeping in the memory. The last one is zombie. So zombie means it is dead. Dead bodies are called a zombie, right? So the zombie is in the process is no longer available, or it has not left a record of its parent or any of the to which parent it belong. So in that case it is called as a zombie process. So we have different types of process. We have three types of process. One is called foreground process, background process, daemon process. So foreground process is called as an interactive process. So when the process starts running, it is in a foreground. By default it will be in a foreground mode. Then you can give your input from keyboard and send the output on the screen. So background process that runs in the background without a keyboard input. Then you have daemons. So daemon is nothing but it is a background process that is often run with the permission of your root or in your service request from other process. So a few more examples I'll be giving you in the next session. That is of what is meant by foreground and background and daemon process. Thank you for listening.